First off, obviously a big day for the franchise coming up. You guys got the WNBA draft coming up on Monday. Just how excited are you guys, first off, for another opportunity to make this team better?
Well, we're really thrilled to have 4 picks in the first round. I think that's what makes this draft special for us. Normally, you would have 1, maybe 2. Maybe 1 in the next second or third round, but to have 4 in the first round and then 3 later on, that gives us 7 picks to try to bring in some new talent, new energy, just some great young kids. So it's a real unique, kind of historic draft for us. I think it's fair to say that.
Yeah, I was going to say, just looking at some notes, obviously it's only happened a handful of times across professional sports, period. Just, you mentioned how excited you guys are. Just what's it mean, to have, this kind of opportunity at history and, be able to possibly change the kind of the course of this franchise?
Well, I think we're immediately after the first round, 2, 4, 6, and 10, we will change the makeup of the talent of the team. I think we'll change the age of the team. We'll definitely add good young talent in a couple of instances. I believe 2 and 4 have the potential to give us have an immediate impact on our franchise. And when you're last, you need an immediate impact. We need more points. We need better defense. We need just better players. And I think 2 and 4 will give us that. And then 6 and 10 have the potential to also bring us some talent that can make this team.
I know obviously this is, this isn't exactly about you, but being able to come back and, and kind of fill in as interim GM for a draft, just what's it mean for you too, to be able to come back and be a part of this day for you?
Well, Justin, I spent so many years here, I don't know, 11 or 12, I'm not sure how many, and I've always been fully invested in the Indiana Fever. I loved coaching here. I was always happy and thrilled to work for Pacer Sports and Entertainment, great people. And so when they reached out to me in this unique situation, it was really hard for me to say anything but yes. How can I help? I knew they'd been struggling for a couple of years. And so, I was happy to step in and see what I could do. I've had, I don't know, 10, 12 drafts in the past that I've been a part of. So I know about evaluating talent. I know how to put on a draft. I know how to draft picks. I know how to build a roster. So I'm happy to help them any way I can to get this franchise back where it needs to be. The Indiana Fever should be a playoff team, and they should be a team that's always challenging, to get into the championship round.
Yeah. And then obviously for you, obviously getting to be just part of a historic draft, just for you, what's it mean to be able to be a part of this and kind of, be a part of history in a sense?
Well, this is the 50th anniversary of Title IX. So you expect unique things to happen on your 50th anniversary, and this is definitely unique. I know in the WNBA, we've never had a team have 4 first-round draft picks, and so it's taking a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. We don't have time to celebrate the 2nd pick because before we can catch our breath, we're making the 4th pick and then the 6th pick. So a lot of planning and work, attention to detail has gone into being prepared for Monday night.
You mentioned Title IX a little bit, obviously the 50th year of Title IX. Just talk about the impact it's had on you and your career and everything that you've been able to do in sports.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't for Title IX. Title IX's opened the doors for girls and women in sport for the last 50 years. Unfortunately, it took government legislation, to get people to realize that women needed to be treated like first-class citizens, and that the opportunities that they'd always given to boys and men should also be afforded to women. So I've lived it. I've lived the last 40 years of seeing the growth Sometimes progress was made immediately. Sometimes it didn't. Sometimes we've had setbacks, but we have made progress. But we need to make more. You know, I'm always saying, hey, NCAA, step up, make everything equal, do better. It's past time. This is the 50th anniversary. You should celebrate it by making sure everything is equal for men and women across the board.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then obviously, you know, you've gotten to see 50 years of this. What do you hope the next 50 are like for women's sports?
Well, equity, equality, fairness, you know, that we don't have to fight for equal access to the facilities. We don't have to fight for quality budgets or quality locker rooms. You know, it's a given. We promote and we market our men's sports at a high level. Let's do the same for our women's sports. So let's make a plan. Let's have a plan to do it right and to do it fairly. And that's what I would love to see have happen.
Perfect. And last one for me, obviously, we are a month away from the season tipping off. Obviously, you know, you've talked about the optimism about adding the draft picks that you guys are going to be able to add. Obviously, you bring Kelsey Mitchell back too, who led the team in scoring last year. Just what's the optimism kind of like for this team, this franchise heading into the season, just knowing where you guys are and where you guys can be if everything pans out?
I think there's a sense of optimism. There's a sense of excitement. We've made changes. We've made changes in the coaching staff. We've made changes in the roster. We've traded some people. We've divorced some people. We've waived some people. We've sent the message that we're going to play faster. We're going to defend. We're going to give our fans 110% effort the entire ball game. We've got young, exciting, hungry players coming in. So I think there's a sense of, okay, hey, what we did in the past was not acceptable. Now we're going to try something different. We're going to rebuild with good young players. And there is a sense of optimism and excitement. And my number one bottom line is I want to see improvement. I'm not asking you to win X number of games. I'm not asking you to win a championship. I want to see improvement in every area all the way across the board.